Hello there, Mr. Broder here. You must be looking for a punctuality video. Well, don't look any further. You're in the right place. You just caught me off guard because I'm outside. But don't you worry. Let's do some Brodeurland magic and let's get into that Brodeurland classroom. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now that we're back in the Brodeurland classroom, it's time to talk about punctuality. But you know the drill here. We can't get this show rolling until we get some cheesy intro inspirational music. There we go. So, what are the topics we're going to talk about today here on punctuality? Well, first, we got to talk about what is punctuality. Second, we got to talk about why does punctuality affect others and myself. And third, what does it mean to be on time is to be late? Are you kidding me, Mr. Broder? No, I'm not. So those are the topics we're going to talk about today here on the Brodeurland Show. So, we got to dive in and we first got to talk about what is the Brodeurland definition for punctuality. So let's take a look. So the Brodeurland definition for punctuality goes like this: arriving or doing something on time and not late. This shows that you care for your classmates, you take your role seriously, and you care about meeting those deadlines. Now that you know the Brodeurland definition for punctuality, it's time to dive in. It's time to figure out what is punctuality all about? How can I use it in my life? And how can I really dive in and put it into practice? So without further ado, let's take a look at our first quote today. For our first quote this week, we got punctuality, showing consideration for others by being prompt and responding in a timely manner. So you just heard this first quote right here, and here's the importance that I gained from this first quote, is that punctuality just doesn't affect myself. It affects everybody involved, your classmates, your teammates, your co-workers. You see, if you're not there at practice on time, they can't do some of those plays without you. If you're not punctual to class, then the teacher has to go grab the assignment, get you a little bit caught up, and then can get the class back and rolling. Now, I was just watching an ESPN story just this morning about a Timberwolves NBA player who was not punctual to his own game. He was in the locker room, but when tip-off was about to start, he was nowhere to be found. Now, he did slowly come out, but it was too late. They had to grab a bench player to do the tip-off. They said, you have to go over to the sidelines and wait. Now, some people might say, Mr. Broder, he came in like a minute or two. That's true. But think about the player's morale. Think about the momentum. Think about the mentality. Can I trust this player during this game? Is he going to be dependable? Why is he there late? That's an uphill battle that team now has to face, when if that player was there a minute or two earlier, that momentum could have been there. That dependability could have been there. And so that's the importance of this quote, of being punctual. Now, it's not just important to be somewhere at the right time. And so that's why we got to dive into this second quote that talks about the importance of making the right choice at the right time. So let's dive into quote number 2 right here. So our second quote today is by Amit Kalantri. And he says, punctuality is not just limited to arriving at a place at the right time. It is also about taking action at the right time. So you just heard the second quote right here. And what I love and like about this quote right here is that it takes our understanding of punctuality and it raises the bar. You see, when I first started putting this topic and this video together for punctuality, the first thing I thought of is you got to be somewhere on time. You've got to turn something in on time. Don't be late. But it takes it a whole nother level, and it talks about that. It also is about making the right choices, and not just making the right choices, making them at the right time. Don't let them slip on by. You see, I can make it to class on time. I can make it to practice on time, but am I seizing the moments in that class? Am I seizing the opportunities at practice to better myself, to make myself better, to help other people? You see, through life, you got two options. You can either do something or you can ignore it and let it slip away. But here's the problem. If you ignore it and let it slip away, you have regret later on, because you might look back and go, man, I wish I would have done that. You don't want to live like that. You don't want to wish you would have done it. It's going to bother you. Regret weighs a ton. But you can try it. And I think what puts people into fear with trying things is you don't want to fail. And People don't want to be disappointed, but I'll tell you this. Disappointment doesn't last as long. Sure, disappointment hurts. That's true. But you can move on from it. You can get back up and keep pushing. But regret, that's going to weigh a ton. It's going to weigh you down. Don't let regret tackle you. Seize those moments. Seize those opportunities. Do the right things at the right time. So let's wrap this thing up. Let's talk about our third and final quote. And man, this third and final quote is near and dear to my heart. So let's talk about it right here. All right, now time for our final quote and my favorite quote this week. And it is this: to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And to be late is to be forgotten, to be left behind. So you heard this final quote right here, and this final quote is near and dear to my heart. You see, my band director in high school used to say this quote all the time at marching band practice, at band class, and the fruits of this quote right here has really harvested in my life. And here's how. Every day I show up to work about an hour and a half early. Now you may be thinking, Mr. Broder, that's a little bit of excessive. It's not, and here's why. When I show up to work early, I can get mentally prepared. I can get everything situated. I can be prepared for whoever comes through my door. Teachers, administration, students. You see, by being early, I'm ready when time hits. If I get here right on time and students are coming through that door, the stress level gets to go up a little bit. And I'm not really fully prepared. I'm not mentally all the way checked in. And then if I'm late, forget about it. I mean, the stress level starts to mount. And you see, we talked about earlier how punctuality just doesn't affect us. It affects everyone. If I'm not mentally prepared, if I'm not ready, guess what? I'm not ready for these students, and these students then don't get the full Mr. Broder experience. Just like a lot of those successful athletes and successful people in life will say, they'll show up early. I mean, Michael Jordan used to be asked, how do you have a 98% free throw shooting? And he used to say, it's not like I just show up and magically do it. I stay after games and shoot free throws. I come to practice before anybody gets there, and I shoot free throws because here's the deal. If you want to be on time, you've got to be early so you can be mentally prepared when that time hits. So always remember, you make each week a special week. You know how? By just you being you. There's no one in the whole world like you except you. And I like you just the way you are. It's good that you exist, but you gotta go out. You gotta be punctual. You've gotta make that difference. You've gotta be that best version of you. Until next time, Broder out. Peace.